Hi Jason.
Hi.
We are here at the Business Vision Live. How are you finding the show?
The show's been really good actually. We've had lots of inquiries and we've had lots of footfall. So we are very, very optimistic in the business that we can potentially make from it. So yeah, I'm really pleased. Really pleased we signed up. So.
Okay, and you have a new stand?
We have a new stand, yes.
So what's this all about, 73%, the percentage of salespeople who don't reach their targets? What's that about?
Well, basically, it's a sad fact that 73% of salespeople don't hit their sales targets. So companies who basically rely and set targets and budgets based upon this figure are not achieving their numbers. And this can have a dramatic impact on companies. So it's quite important. It's quite an important figure for people to take notice of, I think.
So what can salespeople actually do about this?
Well, the basic principle is that they need to put in place a plan. They need to have a plan of action that they follow. And the trouble is that companies will set sales targets, but won't really give salespeople a sort of a day-to-day process that they need to follow. They need to have a clear sales process that they follow. They need clear daily actions that they run to and they follow and are tracked so that they can see that they're doing well. So that's basically an important aspect of what it is.
Tell me about some of the results that you've been getting for your clients, Jason.
Well, a really good result that we work with a software company that does a lot of trials, and one of the problems they were finding is that they were getting a few number of inquiries, and they were doing the trials and the demos, but then they were kind of losing the process because no one was following up. So we put in a complete backup system to that. So everyone who goes for a demo is automatically followed up. Anyone who signs up for a demo who doesn't turn up is automatically followed up. And what they've seen now is they're now starting to spend, because now the leads are all being managed completely, they're starting to spend more money on lead generation because they know that every lead that they're getting in is being looked after and is being managed. And we've kind of got this cascading system that takes them all the way through from demo to trial, post-trial, and through to obviously purchasing and then ongoing. And as a result of that, their sales are now starting to grow quite quickly, and they've started to take on more salespeople as a result of that, because they are now in a process where they can maximize all those leads that they're getting. So, you know, we all know that advertising exhibitions are expensive, and you've got to make the most of those, and that's where we're helping them start to real. And you can see double-digit growth. I mean, we've quoted 30% as an example, but the idea behind it is that you can easily achieve double-digit growth just as a result of sorting out your systems and looking after your leads and your inquiries. So.
Yeah, I think for the companies that I often visit, one of their biggest challenges is even when you get leads, it's following them up, it's being on top of them, it's not letting them go cold, it's knowing where they are in the sales process, and it's making sure they get them to close. And even when we close deals, you know, it's the follow-up, the aftercare, and it's all those things as well. And a very big area of business for a lot of companies is referral business. Does any of what you do link to that as a strategy?
Absolutely. It's a big part of what we do. We take the client, we look at their sales cycle and what's a reasonable thing, and then we do an automatic follow-up as soon as that becomes a new client to say, are you happy with the service? Yes, no. And then if it's a yes answer, then we'll automatically push them out for a referral, either maybe Google or Trustpilot or something like that, to start building that. And we find that salespeople, if you rely on them, it's very ad hoc, whereas we literally say every single person goes through this process. And it's also good customer service as well. If a customer's not happy with your service and it's 30 days down the road since they bought, you get buyer's remorse. We find out very quickly where there's a problem, and that's coming back into the system and then back to the salespeople or the customer service people, and then you're ongoing. And then we're also taking that to the next stage where we're looking then to upsell people automatically. So what's the next logical step for that person? We call, there's something called the buyer's ladder, the value ladder, where each stage you can grow the value of that business. And companies can grow their existing customers. It's always a case of new business, but actually you can grow within your business. And so by automating all that follow-up process and that engagement, then you can start to see an uplift in sales and obviously better profitability because it's existing client.
Incredible.
Thank you.